60s grunge mod look. And I'm also, throughout the video, just going to be talking about just some things I would tell younger girls, slash some things that I wish I had followed, just imparting some of this 30 turning 31-year-old wisdom on y'all. Okay, so sit back, relax, and you already know. Let's get into some makeup, shall we? Get into it. Okay, so I'm gonna start today with my lid. So the lid, we're gonna start with my Melt Cosmetics liquid shadow base in white. I'm trying to keep it as clean and close to the desired shape that I want. I'm gonna take this like flat brush and try and shape my lid before this completely dries out. Okay, so now that we have this shape down, so today I have a conversation that I want to talk about. Been going on TikTok live a little bit, and I've been getting a lot of what would you tell younger girls in their 20s and like things like that. So I'm gonna dedicate this video to things I would tell any young girl in her 20s. And this is things that I'm going to combine things that I've like always done and things that are just kind of innate to me as a person. And I'm also going to tell you some things that I wish I did that in my older age I'm just like, yeah, that made sense. I should have did that. So let's get into that. Okay, we've got the lid base done. Kind of want this to dry just a little bit, so I'm gonna let this settle for a second. Um, Things that I would tell younger girls. Friends are amazing, but you should not let their opinions dictate how you move. For several reasons. Yes, we could go into some be hating, things like that, but mainly because you live your life. So you live your life. Don't let anybody water you down. And that's safe to say for family because like that's normal. You should never let your family tell you what to do like that, to be being honest. But no, you should really don't let your friends run you. Like, just don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Friends and their input are amazing, but at the end of the day, you need to make your decisions for you. That one friend that's always telling you to like raise your standards and you deserve better, she's not a hater. She's not a hater. She's probably the realest you got in your corner. Okay. Friends, community, loved ones, etc., is not a path to forgive all and to allow all types of bullshit into your orbit. It's not. Cut that out because that in turn is actually a cult. Shocking knowledge, but it's true. If somebody in your life that you love, whether it be your romantic partner or a friend or a confidant, etc., if somebody in your community is doing wrong by you, you can let them go. And honestly, sometimes you don't have to hear people out. You don't have to always hear people out. Stop choosing love over friends. Anytime you get into a situation, especially in your younger years, mainly in your younger years, when the person that you're with is basically telling you you need to choose or this person can't be in your life, it's a chop. It's a chop. It's a big chop. Okay? I know. So this look is actually a combination of two looks that I've done in the past, back when I first started YouTube. I am going into my Meredith Duxbury palette and I'm going to use the shade Brandon. And we're basically just going to pack all of the white with the blue. So yeah, stop letting people play with you. And that just goes across the board. Stop letting people play with y'all. If you have a friend and you don't like how they handled a situation with another friend and you think it was just like a huge tight like violation kind of thing, trust that feeling and let that friend go. Because if and when you and that person fall out, how you think they're gonna handle that? Friends are supposed to be honest, but they're not supposed to fully criticize, okay? But in that you need to take stock of why other people's opinions on the things that you do matter so much and heal that. To a degree, that is a huge part in feeling like the people that you have in your life aren't in your corner or you feel like they don't get engaged enough with the things that you do. You kind of have to figure out why that is and why it bothers you so much to a degree. To a degree. Be a hoe now. Do that hoe shit in your younger years. Okay? It's a lot easier. You have more time and more availability. Do it when you're young. So now I'm just gonna clean things up a little bit before I move on. Did not necessarily plan to do that part, but okay. See how that cleans up a bit? Do the thing that you like and don't feel embarrassed about it. Like if you have a hobby and you just feel like nobody will understand or something and you suppress it, stop doing that. Like severely stop doing that. That's not necessary. where is that flat brush that I was using? The look today is actually kind of simple. I'm pretty proud of myself. Okay, so we're gonna go in with kind of like a flat brush. I'm just gonna go back into this Morphe palette. I'm gonna use the black in the corner called Call Me a Car. And I'm going to outline what I just did. When it comes to confidence, fake that till you make it. There was a lot of times in my life for a while where people who knew me just assumed I was super confident. I learned that. Nagini! Sorry, my cat is being a menace. But yeah, you gotta fake that till you make it. Because if you can muster enough, you can project confidence for long enough, you'll just believe in it at some point. Like, for a very long time, people thought I was more confident than I was. Now I genuinely feel everything that I put forth. So it's a nice little trade-off, but in the beginning, sometimes you really just gotta fake that. I'm sorry, like, if I'm being real, you just gotta do it sometimes, you know? Okay, so now that I've done that, I'm going to close this up. We're done with the shadow palette. Actually, we're done for right now, I should say. Now I'm gonna go into my Inglot Cosmetics, and I'm going to trace over the line that I just did with gel liner. That rapper that's in your DMs, don't take him seriously. Stop excusing things from terrible people for the sake of not wanting to be alone. It's time to get comfortable with yourself. Boom. Let me clean this up. If you have somebody that calls you and immediately when you see their name pop up on your phone, you get irritated or filled with dread, or you just try to avoid answering the phone, cut that person out of your life and do it sooner rather than later. You don't have to forgive people who harm you. You only have to forgive yourself for, and I don't necessarily want to say the word allow because I feel like that puts more blame back on the victim, but you only have to forgive yourself. You never have to forgive the other party. Ever. You do not have to do more emotional labor for terrible people. Friends, don't let friends go away with men who aren't their significant others when they're drunk. Especially men that you just met. That's not a real friend. And if you would do that, you are not a real friend and you need to reevaluate that. And I stand on that. Okay, now that we pretty much have the top part done, we can get into the rest of the face for the time being, okay? So I got these new brushes from Hourglass, and I'm super excited to try them. I lightly used the powder brush, and it was so good. I'm trying to see if I could potentially be a brush girly. I'm trying. These brushes do not work out and turn me into a brush girly. I am forever just going to be down with my big ass sponge, okay? Okay, so let's start with the eyebrows. Actually, I'm gonna wipe my eyebrow. Let's start with the eyebrows. Actually, no, I'm gonna start with primer in a moment so that can be drying while the eyebrows sit. So for primer, I'm actually gonna use my Smashbox Smashbox Photo Finish. Put no one above yourself. If you don't do that, especially while you're young, you won't have enough of yourself left when you get older to truly give to other people. So be selfish. Be super selfish. Don't let anybody talk you out of being selfish ever. So I'm gonna try the e.l.f. Brow lift on my eyebrows again now that I do eyebrow lamination. I'm hoping this does me a bit better than it used to. There is nothing loving or endearing about abuse. And one that abuses you does not love you. And I'm talking all forms of abuse. There is not one form of abuse that is less than the other. All of them are admonishable and none of them are okay. And don't accept any of them. Okay, I'm also going to take my Decay brow blade and just fill in a few hairs. I love how light this is, but also still pigmented enough to do a thing. Like, it's really perfect to me. I'm glad I rediscovered it in my makeup because it's so good. Enough to add a little bit, but not too much. So now that the brows are done, let's do concealer. Okay, I'm going to use my MAC 24-hour Studio Fix in NC45. Add a little bit. I'm going to try this Hourglass concealer brush. I want to try it, girl. I'm still going to spray it with my honeydew. Not my honeydew, my Make It Dewy. Let's see, girl, because I see a lot of great reviews on this brush. Okay. Okay. Okay, I'm not too mad at it. Okay, I'm not mad at it at all. I'm gonna try to do this look with all brushes. I might be a fan of this brush. I might genuinely be a fan. Okay. It's giving. Okay, I cannot lie. Okay, okay. I'm gonna take a little NW25. Okay, I'm gonna take NW25 and just let that sit for a little second. Now for foundation, I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. I went to Target and finally got the darker shade because the one that I had in this previously was the shade above it. This is shade 7. Feels really good. It looks really good. I'm gonna take this Hourglass foundation brush and let's see. Oh, that's beautiful. I don't know, y'all. These brushes might make me a convert. It's so nice and just airy. This is so good. Okay, I noticed in my last video, there was a little line of demarcation on my forehead. So let me go ahead, take care of that now. Yeah, I'm living for these brushes. Okay, so I just want to say, I am known for saying that me not being able to use brushes in my technique and how I do my face that much being a skill issue. As I use these brushes, it was never a skill issue. It was a brush issue. Because, baby, this is seamless and beautiful. Like, now this would be the real test. This concealer on the inside with a brush is the real test for me. And it's coming out beautifully. No, these brushes are amazing. These brushes are amazing. This is amazing. I've come to the conclusion that the best way that I think I like my nose to look contoured is not having anything on my nose, but just concealer around it. These brushes are amazing. I cannot tell a lie. These brushes are amazing. Holy shit. Like, I'm gonna take my e.l.f. Putty Blush in Caribbean. I'm still trying to think of what I would tell. That older man who's pursuing you does not think you're older for your age. And when you get older and you get to be my age, you'll realize that men should not have anything in common with girls in their early 20s or their late teens. Like, I promise you, you're not more mature than you're not more mature for your age. That man is just sick. So now let's spray this down. How about this? So we're gonna Charlotte Tilbury this out a little bit. Fan this out. I will say with brushes, I think I absolutely should have color corrected. So that is something. I wish I color corrected. Yes, 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 I do. So now we're gonna try brush. I'm gonna use my Laura Mercier. I'm not mad at it. I am not mad at it at all. That's great. That's great. 10 out of 10. I am a huge fan of these brushes, I must say. This is me coming on record saying I am a huge fan of these Hourglass brushes. Huge, huge fan. God, am I a huge fan. What? Okay. I'm gonna take this bigger brush and just lightly. Okay. Okay. So my review of these Hourglass brushes, 10 out of 10, my guys. 10 out of 10. So good. Like, it's so good. It's so good. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Okay. So I've recently come across a bunch of stuff about this brand right here. I'm not going to say its name because apparently they're terrible people. So I will not be purchasing anything else from this brand. I do, however, have a lot from this brand. So when you now see me using this, I will not be proud of. No. I will not be talking positively about this brand. I will absolutely be replacing my items once they are all done. So that is the thing. And the thing that I heard apparently is that they're being racist. And as a black woman, I'm not doing that. So this company has gotten all of the money out of me that they're gonna get because I don't play those games. You already know. I take my Vanilla Bean ColourPop highlighter. I just realized that I didn't do my MAC Studio fix. So once I finish this, I'm going to do that because I'm not about to miss that part of my routine. NW45 MAC Studio fix using my e.l.f. buffing foundation brush. One of my favorite things also when I use this is to kind of blend the bottom of the brush, the bottom of the blush with everything. Okay, so the base is done. Now we can return back to the eyes. I'm going to go back into the palette, the Meredith Duxbury palette, and we're going to go and use the black and just smoke out the bottom because y'all already know, like, I wasn't going to not smoke it out. Okay, so I'm going to take this e.l.f. smudge brush and take the black and just smoke the bottom out. A semi-fluffy brush and blend that out at the bottom a little. Okay, so now I'm going to take a tighter brush so I can kind of get this a bit more precise on the outside. Semi reverse cat eye it. Semi. Not fully, but kind of. So now that that's pretty smoked out the way I want it, that's pretty much done, to be honest. I kind of, yeah, this is the look that I was really going for. Like I said, I was referencing one of like the second look that I did on YouTube, but combining it with a different look that I didn't actually film. That's actually that in the beginning of all my videos, that little intro thing with like my face and all of my handles. That picture is the look that I never actually filmed, but I loved, and I kind of want to combine. I wanted to combine that one with that blue retro 60s mom look that I did. And you know what? I'm into it. I am obsessed with it. I hope you guys like it. Now let's just do, you know how I love my finishing touches. Big buddy got them, big buddy got them, big. Yeah, I think that's all I have to say to 20-year-olds for right now. When something, and when something feels off, leave. Leave the second it feels off. Don't hesitate. Don't give second chances. Don't try to figure out what it is. No, just leave. Full stop. Just go. Now that we're done with this palette, that's another thing. That's why I said in the beginning, don't let anybody stop you out of anything, whether it be a person that you love, a friend, family member, significant other. There's something that you like, and it's whether it be unique and quirky to you, whatever. Just keep doing it. Don't stop. Probably more dots than I need, but I don't really give a stop giving a lashes. So yes, for my bottom lashes, I'm gonna take this Benefit Cosmetics, their Real Magnet Lash mascara. Hello, lashes. I love this mascara. If you have the chance to travel, do it. Whatever may be holding you back from doing it or telling you to wait will be there when you get back. And if it's not there when you get back, it was not meant for you. One day I will be one of the girls who puts her lashes and her mascara on after she does her setting spray. I'm gonna take my Urban Decay All Nighter first. And I'm gonna go into my one size. So industrial. Okay, so now let's get into the lippy. I'm gonna take my, you already know, Epic Smoke Wear Liner or Epic Smoke Liner in black. Okay, I'm gonna take this Maybelline Vinyl Lipstick in Charged. It smells so good. Huh. Very chocolate. I'm gonna take my matte glass over it. So good. So good. How y'all doing? My name is Anicia Yabralam and welcome to my channel. Today in this video, we are getting into this bomb. I hope you like it. It's a cute little 60s grunge moment. I'm obsessed with it, but y'all already know I say that all the time. I'm super obsessed. If you like it, like, subscribe, comment. If you don't, keep that to yourself, okay? Yeah, I will see you guys in some days. Bye. Okay, now let me just go